Who's ready to make some baguettes? Welcome to the Happy Homestead. I'm Amanda. If you're new here, I hope you'll stick around a while. Today, we are going to learn to make baguettes. So, I have been participating in the Make Bread 365 challenge for all of 2023. I have a whole playlist dedicated to it, so you can kind of follow along month by month. But the whole premise is that every month we learn how to make a new bread product, making ourselves much less dependent on buying those store-bought products because they have preservatives. Sometimes they have other things we just don't necessarily need in our bodies or in our lives. And so for the month of July, it was baguettes. Yes, we are in September. We are. But my July baguette, and that video is in the playlist, was a disaster. I actually turned them into garlic bread and they're in the freezer. Every time I go in the freezer and I lift, it's a chest freezer, I lift it up and I see those big aluminum foil wrapped flip-flops. I can remember the fail I had. But today I'm gonna try again and I have a different method. So we're redoing July. I have a sourdough loaf that's been proofing in the Banneton overnight in the fridge. I'm gonna get that out. So basically I just put together my regular sourdough recipe, which was 550 grams of bread flour, 385 grams of water, 100 grams starter, and then just a little bit of the Redmond real salt. Mixed it all together. I did a few pulls and stretches over a couple of hours, and then put it in the Banneton, let it proof on the counter for a couple of hours, and then in the fridge overnight. So it's been proofing for probably a good 24 hours now. We're gonna get it out, and we're gonna make it into a baguette. I saw this method, I think it was on Instagram, and I thought, oh my goodness, I could do that. So that's what we're gonna try today. Okay, so here on the counter, I went and bought a baguette pan. It's basically like a stainless steel, I think it's a coated pan, and I put some olive oil on it just to help keep anything from sticking. But you see it's got these perforation holes throughout, and that is so that steam can come up through the holes to help cook your bread, create that really good crust on the outside and that good soft doughy center on the inside. So my oven is already preheating to 450 degrees. You'll hear it beep probably fairly soon. I also have a cookie sheet on the bottom rack of my oven. When I put my baguette loaves in my baguette pan into the oven, I'm also gonna put a cup or a cup and a half of water into that sheet pan. And the whole goal then is then the steam helps create that perfect baguette. And I'm gonna take my pastry cutter here and just cut it in half. I'm gonna take the edges and just kind of pinch them together, kind of where that cut happened. And I'm just gonna gently lengthen it with my hands as I'm rolling. This is like the easy method, and of course we're gonna see if this pans out. But when I saw somebody doing this, I thought, oh my goodness, this cannot get any easier. You want to pinch the ends to a point and gently put that in your baguette pan. We're going to do the same thing here. So I'm just kind of pinching that closed where I had used my pastry cutter. And kind of stretch and roll. Pinch the ends. And I did it in two, right? I did it in half. So I'm only gonna have 2 baguettes filling the pan. I'm gonna take my razor blade here and just quickly but gently score. Oven's preheated. Let's get this in. So that's gonna go for 20 minutes, just like that. When the 20-minute mark is up, I'm going to take that sheet pan out. So remove the steam, lower my oven to 425 degrees and go for about 10-ish more minutes. Y'all, we made baguettes. Look how beautiful these are. I'm converted. This is now exactly what I will do whenever I need a baguette. Is just put together my regular sourdough loaf, cut it in two, stretch it a bit. These are gorgeous. They're still very hot, but I kind of want to pick them up. So one of them kind of split a little bit on the side here, right? And I think that's because maybe I didn't pinch it enough, right? This is the side that was cut, but who cares? It's gorgeous. The other one, oh, this one's even better. This one's like little cracks there, but this is like a store-bought baguette. I am so ecstatic. And the fact that they're sourdough and not commercial yeast, love it even more. Guys, we did it. We made the baguette for July. We completed it. So now on to August. It's another video, but August was brioche. And I plan on making some brioche hamburger buns for next week's dinner. So stay tuned because we will be making brioche within the next couple of days, which that film will be coming out in the next week or so. In the meantime, go make yourself some baguettes. If you need to find out how to make that base sourdough recipe, I will link the recipe down below, the video to it, and the recipe as well as up above. I'll tag that above so you can watch that. Thanks for watching. Stay happy, stay healthy. Bye-bye.